Everyone, even though I recorded several videos today, but I think there is some error or problem in the SKU system, so I recorded again. So I'm so sorry about the unstable video clip of the previous one. I hope this video can be successful after recording a whole concept. Okay, today we will talk about data type and variable. What is the data type? We can classify 5 groups such as the number, character, logical value, non-applicable, and null. As you can see on the screen, we can reclassify of number data type into integer and float. Integer case is the without dots, we can only single number or double number. But in case of float, we can consider more detailed number with the dots. So we can consider about the decimal point. How about character? In case of character, we can consider single alphabet or 2 or more continuous alphabets that is named by string. So you should be careful about the difference between data type and variance. In case of variable, we don't need to put the double quarter in the front part and the ending part. But in case of the string data type, you should always put the double quarter, both sides of the starting and ending point, okay? And what is the logical number? Logical number, true or false. When you open your desktop or by yourself, we can watch the many enough switches. So the bottom part of the computer science switches can be operated between true or false values. So true value means switch can be on. On the other hand, switch off mode is the disconnected with the false value. So regardless hardware and software, we should consider about true or false sometimes. So in our studio, we can use the capital T or capital F when you program. In case of NA is the not available or not applicable value. So in case of null, no value. That means the empty value. Okay. So next page is variable. Variable is a space for storing actual data. In other words, the space that stores that data value is called a variable. So if you want to make a relationship between data and variable, we should use the assignment operator. So about this, we can put trace of the assignment operator in your own word profile. Okay, so you should find the groups of each category. So first is reserved word, second is variable, and third one is data. So you should put the definition of the variable and what is the variable difference with the data, okay? And in case of data, we can classify it into the 5 groups as I talked to you, and you should go to the reserved word. When you look at the reserved word, we can put the assignment operator. So using this, we can store the data on the right side into the left side of the variable. So that name is assignment operator. Please look at this example. If we comment if you put this command in your cursor or script file, as I talked to you in a previous video, this command means we want to store integer 1000 in number variable, alright? In case of this command, we want to store the string apple in the fruit variable, okay? So when you look at the variable name number and fruits, we can imagine, oh, this number variable can contain the data related with to the number, right? In case of fruit variable name, we can also imagine, oh, this variable maybe includes the data for expressing specific fruits among many kinds of fruits, right? So variable name can be defined by programmers freely, but there is the grammar and rules for that. For example, alphabet, number, and the special character can be used for variable name. So variable names can be created by combining special characters, such as letter, but the first letter must be started with an alphabet. And reserved words cannot be variable names. So in this slide, we can talk about in detail about defining variable names. As I talk to you, these variables are possible, but this variable, another this variable cannot be possible for the variable name because the first letter must be started with the alphabet, all right? And if you consider that in front of the variable name, that is not general variable, that is the hidden variable. Sometimes there are many kinds of hidden variable in your RStudio for controlling operating system or for controlling other packages, the standard function and so on. So regardless of our code or our typing for making variable, there are defined already for the hidden variables, okay? And another point is variable names are case sensitive. Case sensitive means our interpreter distinguish capital letter, capital and lower case for each alphabet. So we should consider about it very comprehensively, all right? So even though 4 words of apple are same for us for the meaning, but the typing alphabets are different, such as the capital or lowercase. So they are all different variables. And reserved words such as the standard function or condition, reserved word or repetition or data types cannot be used for the variable name. All right, that is the explanation of the difference between data type and variable. We will go to the real practice using the RStudio. All right. So if you want to make 2 variables such as x and y, x variable can contain 100, y variable can contain 2000. And we can also make a hidden variable with a dot. And we can get the result about our mission. So even though we check the list of the created variable with the object function, there are only x and y variable in a console without that yet, because that is the hidden variable. So if you know about all variables, including hidden variables, we should put the all that named equal to true as a input parameter into the object function. That means please show all hidden variables. So this argument is very important. So you should test what is different between object and object function with the all named parameter. Alright? So in this case, the result is two hidden variables and two general defined variable by us, right? So even though we make a hidden variable here, but another one is the previously defined in our studio for the random seed. So don't worry about showing defined it by us, all right? And you can also sometimes remove variable all by yourself. In this case, you can use the remove function. The abbreviation of remove is rm. So if you delete the r variable, you can put r variable parameter into the rm function, and we can check with object function. Finally, oh, there is only x variable here. If you want to delete all variables entirely, we can use the rm function with the parameter list equal to ls. So ls is normally used in Linux operating system for showing all variables. So this parameter means all variables shown, and finally all variables can remove, and then we can get the result using object function. So character 0 result shows there's no variable here anymore. Alright, so up until now we test the variable related comments such as the object and rm. So you should test all by yourself these short examples in console, because these examples are so short, right? So you can test a console similar to me, and then you can put your trace, the bottom part of this file, and you can add your new functions here. So object function and rm function. So object function check all variables, right? And remove is remove or delete the specific or all variables. Delete a specific variable or all variable, sometimes with the specific parameter. All right, so that's it. Today we learned about the difference between data type and variable, and we tried to test in our studio in practice. That's it. So please put your trace, both your word file and handwriting note. That's it. Thank you. See you later. Bye bye.